Hello there, welcome to my channel. My name is Solange, and in this channel, you're going to learn all about embroidery and embroidering in the Smartstitch S1201. This is a 12 needle machine. It's right here behind me, and I'm going to do a review on this machine. I purchased it in March, so I have it for about 2 months now, and I have done plenty of work in this machine, and I have some samples here for you to see. First thing that I'm going to talk about is the buying process. Where did I buy? How did what did I do? Things like that. Some of the functions of the machine. This machine has something very interesting, which is the doodle. You can literally draw on the screen and embroider it. We are going to talk about the tools that come with the machine, not just the tools, but things that come with the machine, such as the hoops, the threads. We are going to talk about the setup of the machine because it comes inside of a crate, like a big wood box. We are going to talk about the customer service. So I bought it on Amazon. I actually went to the Smart Stitch website, and then I saw it, and the machine was $4,300 on Amazon. It was $4,900, but I did not know the company. I was skeptical because I did not know if I could return it in case there was any problem. So I decided to buy it on Amazon because I knew in case I had any problems, I could return it to Amazon. And thank God I did not have any problems. The machine came, everything is working perfectly. I never had to change anything other than one needle. And that's how the purchase was. When I was actually, I I learned about this machine when I was searching for another single needle because I used to embroider in this machine over here, the Brother SE625, but the embroidery area is just 4x4, and I was looking for a larger embroidery area, and I was looking for another single needle because I did not want to purchase a machine that would cost 10,000, 15,000, something like that. So, and then on Amazon, they showed me like people that look for this also look for that, and they showed me this machine. So I kept looking for about like 3 or 4 days, going back and forth to Amazon. I finally put it on my cart, and I used my credit card to purchase. The reason why is because I can pay it faster because I'm already paying my credit card. If I put the machine on my credit card, I just have to make the payment like a larger amount, and I can finish paying this machine faster than I am actually paying for my heat press and my white toner printer that I bought in a combo with a company, and they got my debit. They divided by 60 months, and I have this fixed amount to pay, and it is a low amount, but regardless of if I pay everything today or if I finish paying it in 2 years, I will pay the same amount. They will not cut the interest. But with in my credit card, if I put a large amount, I can finish paying quickly. So that's the reason why I put it in my credit card instead of doing the financing. So this is something that you can be aware of it when you're thinking about the price, because the prices are high, and I did not want to put that debt in my business. I was looking for something, the single needle that could be like $2,000, $3,000, and when I found this machine for 4,900, I did the math, and I was like, okay, the company that I was going to buy for, the machine would be the EM1010, which is from Ricoma. The machine would be just 10 needles, and the monthly payment was $159 for 60 months. That was almost $10,000. By buying this machine and putting on my credit card and just making by buying this machine and just putting on my credit card and making a larger payment every month, I can finish paying it quickly, cut the interest, and I have a machine that's 12 needles as opposed to the one that I was buying that would be a 10 needle machine. So that's the reason why. The buying process was super simple. I bought it on Sunday, like actually it was overnight, right? It was Saturday to Sunday, like it was around like 1:30 a.m. on Sunday, and I received the machine on Tuesday around 4 p.m. It was super quick. It came inside of a crate, which is a crate. It's like a wood box, and the top of the machine was assembled. Okay, the only thing I had to assemble was the cart where the machine stays on. Okay, the cart, this part over here, all this was assembled. This is the flat embroidery area, the hoop for flat garment. The machine came with the hoop for the hat, the black one over there on the top. So now that you already talked about the buying process, it is time for me to talk to you about some of the functions of the machine. The machine, of course, embroiders any field stitch, right? Like the applique, that's applique. You can make many different things if you know what you're doing. The learning process is not difficult. Smartstitch actually has a YouTube channel, and they have every like many videos for the S1201 and for the 1501. Some of the videos are very similar. Like there were some things that I learned for this machine actually watching the S1501. But one thing that I really like about this machine is the fact that they sent it ready to use. All I had to do was to assemble the cart and pass the threads. Unfortunately, I pulled all the threads off, and I have to pass one by one, and it took me hours to do it. Okay, I did not know that all I had to do was to tie the thread that I have to the threads that was in the machine, and then pull it down and it would come. I did not watch that video. So I was used with the single needle, put one thread, take it off, and then go past. So I was under the impression that I had to do the same thing over there, and it did take me like, I want to say, by the time I started and finished it, almost 3 hours for those 12 things. It was a long time. So the doodle thing is something that is amazing me, because you can actually go to the screen, draw on the screen, choose the stitch, and you can stitch your drawing. That's super cool. Another thing that was super excited to do in this machine was the applique, because I tried to do applique in this machine over here, but the embroidery area is just 4 by 4. So I was very limited in what I could do. And the first thing that I tried was the applique. I was just watching the videos, and I was like, I was passionate about doing it. It was something that always amazed me. And when I was able to do like a large project in this machine, I was super excited. It didn't come out like perfectly, of course, and I will tell you why, but this was the design that I made it. So if you look closely, right, I have a paper here on the back with some notes. So that's why you see the stapler right here. So if you look closely, you're going to see some mistakes, and I can talk about this as well. When I was doing the applique, when I finished the first stitch, I took the hoop out of the machine so I could cut the fabric. So the mistake that I made when doing this applique was the very first thing I did on this machine was I removed the hoop from the machine, and instead of laying the hoop flat on my working table right here, I sat down, I crossed my legs, and I put the fabric with the hoop on my knee. And then I was cutting the fabric. And what happened was I shifted the fabric. So when I put it back on the machine to do the border, it was off. So if you take a close look, you're going to see that the H is actually starting from the beginning, the letter T. Look at over here. Look at the letter E. Look at the letter A on the bottom. the letter C, then the letter H right here on the top, right? The letter E and the letter R, not so much. Okay, so this is also a tip for you. If you have not done an applique before and you're going to do it, this is something you're interested, keep the garment on the hoop on a flat surface, because that's going to help you to keep the the fabric in place. After that, I have done more. I can show you here. I have some things that I have done. I have some orders here. They are ready. They are packed already, just ready to ship. This is an applique that I have done. Of course, we make a mistake and then we learn, right? Um, so this is an applique, as you can see, totally different from the other one, right? I also have this on the red shirt. Okay, the same design as I said, I love applique. Some also these, look at this bag. This is a tote bag and this is a small size. Okay, the stitches are perfect. This is also a tote bag with God Unstoppable, and I use Hatch. That's the software that I use, and I had a design on the word Unstoppable, and you can see that the design is very clear. So one was stitching, you was doing a great job. Okay, the words here are in purple to match the handle of the bag. I also have this bag over here. As I said, they are ready to be shipped. The black one is a little more difficult to see the design, but it is the same. I kept all the design, but you can see this has a handle, or an orange handle. So I have the word God in orange to match the handle. Those are some orders that I have to ship. Look at the blue word. Do you see? Can you see the design, right? This, the word God is in black to match the handle. Um, so I made two mistakes. First was with the applique, was the first thing that I did, and I already showed you. Then, when I started uh, uh, embroidering it, this is a filled in. If you see the letter A, I also shifted the shirt. I got a message saying that the thread was broken, and I don't know how. I think I had the shirt upside down. I don't know what I did, but I removed the hoop to change the bobbin for some reason, and I shipped a little. So now I'm being very careful about it. So I don't pretend I know everything, because I don't. So I'm very honest about my mistakes. If I make a mistake, I will say that made a mistake. I could easily just show you the everything that came out like nicely, but I'm a human being, right? I'm not perfect. Why will I pretend that I am? So I am being honest and I'm showing you the mistakes that I made. Of course, and thank God it was just two. I learned quick. So this, you can see the second um, um, design, how it came up, right? This was like, so you can see here, right? So it's the same design, and I also have this designer over here, which is the same one that's on my mannequin. um, and I use this thread over here. It has two colors, the two color thread, and the design is curved. Okay, so those are some of the things that I have made in this machine. I have made more things, but I don't have time to show you everything that I made, because this video is going to be too long and I do not want this video to be too long. Okay, so now that we already talked about the buying process, this part is all about the functions and things that we can do, like the regular embroidery, like the machine comes with some fonts, and I asked them if I could add fonts to the machine. They told me that I cannot. So what I have to do, I have to add fonts to my computer and then import them to Hatch. Okay, and Hatch also sells fonts. They have many different fonts, and once I do it, I have digitized some of the things. And there's this here was a font that I digitized, and yes, I did not purchase it. And I have some other things that I have digitized as well. And so I use Hatch, and then I have the fonts over there in Hatch. Then I create my designs, use the flash drive, transfer the designs to the flash drive. Then you put the flash drive on the machine. You can see right here on the back. You can see that's the flash drive. Then you choose your design and you embroider, right? Okay. So with this, we are ending this part of the some of the functions of the machine, like some of the things that you can do, like that the machine has. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about the assembling process, right? It was so simple. I was surprised because when I saw the crate, I was imagining that I would have to put a lot of things together. And as we opened the box, I watched the videos from Smart Stitch, and then I was like, oh, it's kind of like put it together already. So the freight driver, like the driver pulled onto our driveway, and he placed the box inside of our garage, which was very nice of him. And my husband and I just watched the videos so we could follow all the process, because I wanted to make sure that if the machine had any problem, like any damage, like something was not working properly, that was not my fault. I wanted to assure that I was doing every single thing the way the Smart Stitch video was showing, and I think we did. So we opened the box, and then we brought the 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 things for the cart to this area over here. We cleared that area over there, so we assembled the cart on that area already. Then we used those, do you know those wood squared wood things that we buy on Home Depot with the wheels on the bottom that people use when they are moving? I don't know the name of it, but I can definitely find it later, take a picture, and I can put it in here on the video. And we use that to bring the machine inside, because the machine is heavy. Like, it's really heavy. I have a back problem. My husband has a back problem, and we did not want it to get worse. So we lifted up, we put the that little thing, because we have two, under the machine, and then we dragged in our garage, and then our laundry and my office is right here nearby it. So we just brought it inside, and then the hard part, I want to say, like the heaviest thing, was for us to lift up from that little wood to put it on top of this cart, because we have to pick it up from the floor and really, like, you like 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 use your strength, right? But it was done. So the machine comes with all the threads hanging over here, and I did not watch the video about the threads, so I was under the impression that I had to pull all the threads and then pass the threads one by one. And I did it, and it took me almost 3 hours to finish all of them. It was taking so long, to a point that I numbered every single thing in this machine. Like, if you see it, I don't know if you can see the orange paper, but I was getting lost. So I numbered all the spaces, and I put the numbers on the top. I put the numbers over there. I got a permanent marker, and I was numbering every single thing, because I was so confused. Then later on, I found a video about the threading. I was like, how the threading process, and I was like, really, Solange? But anyways, we learn, right? And that's it. And I had to remove the hat hoop that was in the machine. The machine comes with the hat hoop, so I had to remove the hat hoop to put the flat one, because flat I am used to do flat things on this my single needle machine. So because I knew I had to learn how to use this machine, so I decided to start with the flat things first. So I removed the hat hoop, and then I put the flat one, and that's the reason why I purchased more, because that's the one that I really use more. However, my husband is the one interested in doing the hat. I want to learn how to use the hat, but I'm leaving on him for now. Okay, so and that's how we set up. And once you have all this done, you pass the threads, we watch the videos from them, you're all done. It was simple like that. They did a great job sending the machine to us already assembled, because it make things quick and more enjoyable, because when you open the box and you see the machine and the thing's humongous, like when you open the crate and you see it, you're like, oh my gosh, like compared to this single needle that I have, right? When I saw that one, I was like, oh my gosh, this is what I was waiting for. So I was very excited. Okay, and I hope you will be too. Now, let's talk about the customer service, because if you are watching this video from the beginning, when the buying process, you heard me saying that I was skeptical about buying this machine, that I never heard about this company, because I did not know how the how we, what would happen, what what could happen if I had a problem with the machine, like who I would talk to, how could I fix it, what if I have questions, you know what I mean? Because I was about to buy a machine from Ricoma, which is the company that I bought my heat press and my white toner machine, and they have an excellent customer service. We call them, they call you back, they do video call, like they really help you out. And but they are here in Florida and in California. I am in Las Vegas. But this company, they are overseas. And I was like, okay, what if? What if? And many questions, right? So I was looking on YouTube to know, okay, let me see if someone has this machine already. Let me see if someone is talking about this machine. And I could not find anything other than the videos from the Smart Stitch channel. Then after many searches, I found one person that had just bought the machine. He actually does not have an embroidery business. He has another business, but he was adding embroidery to his business. So the channel was not about embroidery, but he kind of like went over some things, and he mentioned something about a Facebook group, and I was like, okay, so okay, at least I can contact people, and that's how it works. Once you open the machine, it's gonna come with like the guide, right? And they give you the address for your the Facebook group. You join the group and they ask you some questions about the machine. When did you purchase? Who where did you purchase? And what's the model of your machine? Like some questions to make sure that you are a real buyer. And then once they accept your application per se, they they put you in the Facebook group, and then they immediately assign a person to work with you. So this person creates another group with you on Messenger, and that's how all the conversation goes. And it is amazing because even though they are overseas, I can text them something and they send me the response like in a matter of a few hours. They also send me videos, like it happened, like I was stuck doing something I could not screw when I was removing the hoop for the hat, and I could not find the thing to screw, like this the handle here would not move, and the lady, like, she just made a video showing me how to do it. So it was amazing because I'm not struggling. I heard some people on the group talking about the tension, that the tension was not right, that some things were not embroidering properly. I don't have this problem. First, I have to say, at the moment I clicked on the purchase button, I started praying, like for real. Like I was asking God to not let any machine with a broken piece or anything to come to me because he knows this is for work. Like I don't have time to be waiting for parts that's coming from overseas. Like I needed to get the machine and get to work so I could do what I had to do. And everything came perfectly. The only problem I had with this machine was one broken needle. And praise the Lord that that's how it's going to be. Okay, nothing's gonna happen. The tension is correct. I did not change anything. The way it came, I've been using. Okay, so I'm not changing anything, I'm not touching anything. And if something happens, I first text them. If something's not, like the other day I turned it on, there was a red light and the machine was beeping, I stop it, I send them a message, I recorded a video, I showed it to them, and I waited for the response as opposed to trying to fix it, because I'm not a technician. If I try to fix something that I saw someone else, then on a video that someone said that it happened and it's not the same problem, I am going to dysregulate the machine, and my final result might not be what I've been having or what I expect, and then it's gonna take me longer to fix the problem, and I will be losing money. Nobody's here to lose money, so I don't try to fix anything. I did not have any problem. I pray that I will not have, but if I do, I will talk to them first, and that's my advice to you. Because I have heard some people say, "Oh, it's this. Check the tension, check this, check that." And when people go to check the tension, the first thing they do, they turn the knob over here. But Recoma has embroidery machines, and the technician will say that you should not touch the knob unless it is too deep or too high, because the knob, the screw inside the knob, actually needs to be on the edge of this middle circle over here, touching your finger. So if it's too deep or too high, that's when you adjust it. So people might be change the knob without really knowing what position needs to be, and then they just mess everything up. So I'm not doing it. And if you want a free advice, don't do it. Talk to them, right? But that's my choice. Okay, so that is the customer service. They are amazing. They are really helpful. They record videos to show you what to do. The lady has even taken photos of the screen when I was unable to figure out why. Like, 'cause I did not really have the patience to read the guide. So it's kind of like trying to figure things out. Like I was already embroidering here. Some things I know. I just need to learn this machine. So I was asking her more questions than reading the guide. And she took a screenshot and telling me, okay, click in here, do this, do that, because my thread was changing manually, not automatically. And I was kind of frustrated because I couldn't figure out the button to change it automatically. And I was like, what's the point of having this commercial machine if I have to sit here and babysit the machine? I was like, no, it should change automatically. So I talked to her, she took a picture, she showed me. The button, it's like if you wanted to review on the screen, maybe I can do it, but I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm not going to be showing you this. I'm just going to do an overview, a review with an overview, but I'm not going to be like doing a tutorial today in this video. But if you want to, let me know in the comments, and then I can do according to what you need instead of recording videos and talking about things that you're not interested. Okay, so just let me know what you want and I will do it for you. Okay, all right, and that's it. That's all about the customer service. All right, so now is the time that we've been waiting for. I am going to embroider something so you can see the stitches, so you can see how it comes out. Okay, this is a design that I purchased. um of course, I have a Christian business, so in my business is everything about praising the Lord. It's everything about God. I do have some little things that might not have a Bible verse, but it is also praising the Lord. So this tote bag that we are going to make today, it is a small tote bag, like 13 and a half by 15, something like that. And it is a polyester tote bag. Okay, I heard some people saying that embroidery goes well in cotton, 100% cotton. But like for Mother's Day, I was super busy with all my orders, and that's the reason why I decided also to record this video before I packed those things that I was showing you, because I have packed a lot of things. And I did embroider in blended bag. Those bags that I showed you with the different handles, they are sublimation bags because they are embroidered on one side and have a sublimation design on the back. They are customized. I placed the designs like the customer asked me for, and I placed the designs on the back on the sublimation. And I also showed you the total white bag, this one right here with this design. I will not be shaken. This is also a polyester bag. See, it's all white. And today I will do a design on the same design, but on a black tote bag. But the bag is black, all black. So now it's time for you to see how this babe works.
All right, so now we came to the end of the video. Please let me know what you think. What parts did you like? What did you learn? What experience you had with this video? And what are the things that you are creating with your machine? Have you bought it already? Or are you on the market looking for a machine? Was this video helpful? Do you have any other questions that I can answer for you? Drop all your questions in the comments below and I will answer all of them. Okay? Let's learn together. I do not pretend to know every single thing. I'm not that type of a person. If you ask me something that I do not know, I will look for an answer to give it to you. All right? Please consider liking and subscribing to this channel and let YouTube know that this content is relevant. Once again, my name is Solange. This is the Smart Stitch Creative Stitch YouTube channel, and here we will have we are going to create amazing things using the S1201 embroidery machine from Smart Stitch. I want to post videos weekly on the weekend. Just to give you a taste of what we are going to learn next, I will teach you how to create an applique using your keyboard font. Stay tuned. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and send the link to your friends so they can learn as well. Bye bye.